Pantry, and today, as you see, I'm making stuffed bell peppers. So I want to talk about this just for a second. Most of the time I will stuff a whole bell pepper and do multiples on the big green egg or even in the oven, and I don't par cook my peppers, but I wanted to talk about the fact that I only buy bell peppers if I'm going to stuff them. Otherwise, I've got Thrive. I don't do it any other way. So the freeze-dried Thrive gets me anytime I need a bell pepper. I just use what I need. Most of the time, you don't need a whole pepper in a recipe, but today I'm doing stuffed bell peppers, so that's what's on the menu. And I cut them in half because I can only eat half of one. I'm cutting this in half. I'm using some of the rice that I've freezer banked, and I'm gonna show you a video on how to do that. And then I had that ground chicken, little bit of leftover ground chicken that I did not freeze, that I'm gonna use today. So, you know, I think you should come in close. And this is a enchilada, spicy kind of a recipe, so it's very, very flavorful. And if I almost want to put black beans in it, but I think that I'm going to have too many ingredients to fit in just one pepper, so I'll probably leave the black beans out and put them on the side and have them as a side dish. And that way I don't overstuff or have to get another pepper out of the refrigerator and have something that I can't eat on my own. So this will be 2 meals or for 2 people. So, okay, so peppers for 2, nice black beans on the side and a salad. It's gonna be delicious. All right, come on in. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my peppers, or my pepper singular. There's 2, these are 2 halves. So I cut them so, you know, you've got a stem. It just makes for a really pretty presentation. And I'm gonna use the Tupperware Ultra Pro Pan today. This is wonderful. It's non-stick. It's pretty enough to set on the table. It's very lightweight. You can put this in up to a 495-degree oven. You can also tandem cook. Like you could start it in the microwave and finish it. Let's say it's a tuna noodle casserole. You can start it in the microwave, get it hot all the way through and bubbly, and then brown your topping if you wanted to, or melt your cheese on it, however you wanted to do it. But I love this. So here's the chicken. I'm gonna start out in the bowl, and I've got homemade enchilada sauce. I'll try to leave the link to those videos at the end. So this is about a half, I wanna say a little less than a half a pound of ground chicken breast that I did, which is plenty. I've got some rice that I freezer banked, and this is a jasmine rice. I cooked this down in some wonderful turkey stock, so I'm gonna use about, maybe, actually I wanna take some of that out, but I'm not gonna put it back in there. I don't want a lot of rice. I'm gonna take some of this out and reserve that for something else. I'll give that to Shotzi. I just don't want too much rice in here because we've got so many veggies that are gonna go in. So we'll say a 1/3 of a cup of already cooked rice, okay? Get that mixed in because that really, it can be a little tough to mix in. Then we're gonna go ahead, I have about 3 tablespoons of red onion and 2 tablespoons of diced julienne carrots, 1 jalapeno pepper that I've chopped up really small, and I seeded it, so no seeds, no membrane. And then you have to have cheese. So I'm gonna do a little bit of grated cheddar cheese that I actually grated on the Fusion Master Grater system. I'm gonna put some inside, probably half a cup inside, and then I'll reserve the rest of it for on top. It's gonna be so good. Okay, super easy too. Look how fast and easy. Now this is a spicy garlic and Himalayan pink salt, and it has a little kick to it, but we're gonna need some salt. My enchilada sauce doesn't have any. The chicken and the veggies don't have any, so maybe half a teaspoon for all that. I'm just gonna shake this up a little bit. And I'm gonna pour this in until I feel like I've got a good saturation on the mixture. This is all the flavoring you're gonna need. So we'll say that was probably 2 tablespoons maybe. I'm sure we're gonna need more, but I wanna start mixing it. It's more of a you know, how wet this gets and what the texture is. Okay, another 4 tablespoons maybe. So I'm gonna say we're probably looking at about a half a cup. But if you were gonna do multiple peppers, black beans in here would be phenomenal. I'm not even kidding. This would be just really good with black beans. So that's why I'm gonna have them on the side. And I always think I have too much filling, and then when I start stuffing the peppers, you'd be surprised how much they'll hold. I still think I want a little bit more enchilada sauce, so I'm just gonna put another tablespoon or so down. And because I want a pretty wet mixture, it's gonna evaporate in the oven. So I'm gonna cook this down. Once I get these stuffed, I'm gonna cook this at 350 degrees for 30 minutes and make sure that the chicken comes up to 165 degrees internal temperature. So that's really important. This is raw chicken. So let me grab a glove to help in the stuffing of the pepper process. And move my lid to this over here, get it out of the way. And like I said, it looks like I have a lot, but trust me, peppers will hold a lot of stuffing. And you just have to really pack it in there. If I do have enough extra, and I think that I'm gonna, I can either freeze this mixture just like it is for another day, or I can, ooh, I'm not gonna have room for cheese on top, but look how pretty that is. Or I could actually cook off, I have another bell pepper in there, but I don't have 2 more people. So I don't think I'll be doing that. I'll probably freeze this remainder of this mixture and get it in all the nooks and crannies. Now some people par cook their peppers before they put them in the oven and, you know, and stuff them. I'm not gonna do that. I find that it works out just fine if I I think I'm just gonna mound this up. It's such a lean protein that I don't even mind having a big mound of that up on this pepper. And trust me, when these are on the big green egg outside, and if it wasn't so cold, I would go out there and do this. But for just 2 peppers, it's almost not worth it. So I probably should put a little less rice in there, but that's okay. We're gonna call it good. So I've got that all mounded up. This is a really nice high protein dinner, and let's get it in the ultra pro pan over here, right? And bake these off 350 degrees for 30 minutes. We'll check the internal temperature, and that is a hearty stuffed pepper. So I'll be back. Smells wonderful. Okay guys, so this is the end result. Look at this. And I turned the oven off at 25 minutes. I checked the temperature, the internal temperature with the thermometer. It's at 168 to 170, depending on where you probe it. Perfect for chicken. And I put a little bit of shredded cheddar on top, put it back in the oven that I've turned off and for a couple of minutes, and now there you have it. So I'm gonna put this on a plate, and I'm gonna sneak a little, actually, you know what, I'm not gonna put it on a plate. I'm just gonna sneak a little bite because this is for dinner and I don't want it mess up my presentation and or my whole, you know, so I'll just sneak out of mine. Give you a little bite. Oh, and you can tell the pepper is soft and cooked. Oh, look at that. That smells amazing. Woo! Super excited. You ready for a bite? Oops, sorry about the blur. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, guys,
guys,
so I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm gonna sneak another bite. Shh. It's off of mine, so I'll stuff some cheese in there or something. Nobody's ever gonna know. This is delicious. I hope that you try it. It's a great way to have, you know, to use ground chicken that you got on sale for $1.49 a pound and a half a pound. Actually, probably a third of a pound. Did all of this. I could have stretched it even further with more veggies and more rice, but you know, I don't need to do that. So we're getting ready to eat. I'm gonna get this dished up with a salad and a side of black beans, and I had to bring you along for the taste test. It is absolutely wonderful. The enchilada sauce sends it over the top. So I hope that you'll go look, because I'll have an end card or an end screen video for you to click on how to make the enchilada sauce. And then I canned it. It tastes exactly the same canned as it does when you make it fresh, and it is so good and way cheaper and way better than the grocery store. So anyways, guys, I'm excited. We're gonna have dinner, and yeah, you need to make some stuffed bell peppers. Red bell peppers are my favorite stuff. All right, I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe using Tupperware. I got the link up above and down below, or Thrive up above and down below. Thrive is a great way if you are not using whole peppers for this application. You definitely need to use Thrive's peppers because you won't waste anything. All right, see you next time. Bye.